down next to it. Down. I'll be a piston.
YouTube, welcome back. Operation Mass, day 11. We were 227.0 on the scale this morning. Having our daily drink. Polished off the glutamine today, but was able to get right at 20 grams this morning. And then I actually put my Intra together last night and was able to get the 10 grams in there as well. It is 4:01 a.m. Been up for about half an hour. A little bit of an earlier start this morning. Body just kind of wanted to get going. We got the coffee all done. We went with the blueberry muffin by Bones. So we're gonna weigh out our coffee here. Probably just do 12 ounces. Then we got our creamer of choice this morning. It's the Italian sweet cream. Not great sleep, just about 5.5 hours, but my brain was going, body was going, and wanted to start the day. So a nap will be taken at some point today. Pretty much if I get under 7 hours of sleep, really, I'll take a nap. Yesterday I got like 7.5, so I didn't. It's good enough for me. If I hit that 7.5 mark, I'm pretty much good to make it through the day. I actually did nap for about 45 minutes though, so my sleep ended up being about 8 hours and 20 minutes yesterday, something like that. I mean, I nap when I can, recover. I think that's your body telling you, hey, we got more recovery to do, dude. So I do nap when I can. Anyway, we're just gonna do 12 grams there. Mix that up. Today's game plan is so we're out for breakfast as well. So today's game plan, it is leg day B. So no fasted cardio, just our 30 minutes of walking, which I will do as a fasted walk here in a little bit. We will have to meal prep sweet potato. We'll meal prep creamies. It's training day, so more calories than yesterday for sure. We get an extra like almost 800 calories on training days. So that is extremely exciting for me. This morning I'll probably just be reading through my books and making notes and learning, doing some work. Toss this, have this coffee, have that morning hydration drink, and then I'll go on the 30-minute walk here in a little bit. Come back, have meal one. I have a job site visit I gotta go hit up in Phoenix. Bring 17 grown men some breakfast, so that's what I'll be doing. Come back and then we'll decide whether we want to go ahead and have our pre-workout meal and go train after 2 meals, or if we want to try to rest, maybe work a little bit, maybe nap, and then go train after 3 meals. So we'll play that by ear, whether we're training after 2 or 3 today, based on when I think I'm going to perform the best. You know, I generally have a plan of whether I'm training after 2 or 3 meals. Sometimes I don't have an option. The majority of the time I do. And I just try to pick when I think I would feel the best. Get the best pump, perform the best. So I understand the people that you can't change when you go train, and I understand the people that don't like. I don't like changing when I go train. I like training after 3 meals. I think that's my sweet point of being able to get hydrated throughout the day, fill the body with enough carbs, like after 3 meals, like that pump. That's, I think, my sweet spot. But 2 meals sometimes feels great for me too. I have a little more energy. I haven't done quite as much throughout the day. And still able to get a good amount of carbs in those first 2 meals, over 200 carbs, get plenty of water in, hydration mix. I think the best though is 3 meals with a nap after meal 1 or 2. But anyway, the leg day breakdown will pretty much be as follows. All we got, so we do biceps with our leg days again, if I haven't touched on that. A lot of the bicep tendon issues you see with people, they'll train back and biceps together. It's just It's a lot of stress on the bicep tendon all in one day. And I mean, they're used when we hit back, regardless of whether you use straps or not. So start with biceps. We'll do 5 working sets of biceps as we normally do on every leg day. The biceps that we do on leg day B are the cable curls. We'll do 3 sets there, or 2 sets of 12 to 15 there, and then we'll do a single arm preacher curl machine. I like the Icarian machine, 3 by 8 to 12 there. We'll kind of go warm up our hips. I mean, I do mobility work for a couple minutes at the beginning before biceps to get the blood flow in the hips and the quads and the hamstrings and all that good stuff. But we'll do the adductor machine, 2 sets. I'll do a 3-second pause in the hold. There's 2 different adductor machines I run. On leg day A, I run one that's heavier, so I hold it for 2 seconds in the hole. This one's a little bit lighter, so I do it for a 3-second hold. 1 by 10 to 15. 1 by 15 to 18, we'll go over to the seated leg curl. I was doing the Icarian for a while. Recently, I started liking the Life Fitness one a little bit more, so 2 by 8 to 12 there. Then we'll go over to our main driver of the workout is the leg press, a little bit wider stance. We'll run the Arsenal one. It's a heavy bastard. Feet low, turned out, kind of at 11 and 1. And then knees just outside of hips, so that kind of, I call it like a wider leg press because I have a quad focused narrow stance one that's way closer stance on leg day A. This one hammers your quads too though. I mean, you're pushing through those sweeps pretty well. 2 sets at 10 to 15, 1 by 15 to 20. We'll do the Bulgarians, 2 by 10 on each leg. Smith machine hip thrusts, 2 by 8 to 10, 1 by 10 to 12, and then a toe press machine. So 4 sets, 10 to 15 there, 60-second rest, blood flow, pump, pain. So leg day B is a little bit more hamstring glute focused, but it still pounds the quads on the Bulgarians and the leg press, hamstring from the seated leg curl, leg press, a little bit on that Smith hip thrust, glute from the Bulgarians and the hip thrust. So spreading the love, good workout. So that's what's on the docket for the day. Also, at some point, I need to set up my glucose monitor because I still don't know how to use that, and I will need that for Sunday's check-ins. I need to do my vacuums, my mobility, take my NAC. Didn't do that, but I'll catch you later. All right, so we did a little bit of work. We did a little bit of reading and writing in my book, learning about some health supplements, about a little bit about blood pressure, stuff like that. Now we're meal prepping the sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes all chopped up here. This is for 4 days, so 224 grams of sweet potato a day with meal 5 is what I get. Doesn't matter training day or non-training day. So I did 896 grams, and this is weighed raw with the skin peeled. And then these are my seasonings. I'm just gonna go paprika, garlic powder, and cinnamon. I'm gonna layer that on there, and I'll toss her in the air fryer, 400 degrees, probably about 25 minutes. And then flip them halfway. And I got like these little baked sweet potato chunks. And to divide by 4, you know, I get 4 or 5 of these per meal. So meal prep and sweet potato going down. Then I'm gonna go on my 30-minute walk. And then it's either come back, work, have breakfast, and go to the job site visit, or I might even try to squeeze in the job site visit. Chick-fil-A opens here in like 30 minutes at 6 a.m. Go grab a ton of Chick-fil-A and go out there and be back by like 7:30 for meal 1. We'll see what happens. All right, so we are getting the pre-workout meal ready, meal number 3, as well as the post-workout meal. So post-workout meal, Elevate cream of rice, 85 grams, going with blueberry muffins, so getting that heated up, and then gonna leave in the fridge. So I have a quick 7-ish minute drive home, come back, cream of rice is already made, ready to go, and I'll slam my whey protein with that. So I'll do the blueberry muffin, cream of rice, and I'll probably do the blueberry donut ISO-H1 protein, either in a shake or as a whey drip on top. That is post-workout. Pre-workout, we got chicken breast, 224 grams. So heating this up in the pan. Then we have 290 grams of white jasmine rice, 40 grams of dates for some quick digestion, extra carbs, a little energy boost there, 20 grams of almond butter, and I do a half teaspoon of pink salt with that. Intra workout, same as always, 2 scoops of the EAA Silo 9 by Hostile, scoop of Relight Hydration, 10 grams of creatine, 10 grams of glutamine, and 3 grams of taurine. Hydrate and finish off water, and then our pre. We'll do 2 scoops of the Bloodshot Stim-Free Pump, and 1 scoop of the Hostility Red Gummy D2. So I'll get 150 milligrams of caffeine and a ton of blood flow from both products. So here's our cream rice, mini whisk, always for the win. Do 4 times the amount of water, minute and a half, and then the key is to just whisk it and mix it up right when it's done cooking in the microwave. If you let it sit there, that's when it gets clumpy. And the whisk is number 1, fork number 2. Chicken's done, turn that off. Best dates in the world. We'll add some cinnamon, black pepper, basil, take our digestive enzyme, pink salt, organic almond butter, takeout sauce, post-workout meals. There's our rice. Just gotta pop that in. Let that sit about 20-30 minutes. Start sipping on my drive over to the gym. We'll do our mobility works, some legs, and then we'll get moving into some biceps, and then hammer leg day B, which I will post some footage up right after this video. I'm gonna go crush it, and then I'll get back, get my post-workout meal in, start that recovery process. Here is my Intra, tangy raspberry, Silo 9, and lemon lime Relight. So put this down and let's go lift. Alright YouTube, we are back from the gym. Post-workout meal about to go down. So we have ISO H1 blueberry donut, 85 grams of blueberry muffin, cream of rice, a little bit of water in a glass. So we're gonna weigh out our whey isolate. I think it's funny how bodybuilders, they have
everything weighed out to the gram with their green beans. And then it's just 2 scoops of whey isolate. You don't actually weigh out the serving size of 2 scoops. You can have pretty big calorie discrepancies between the size of scoops. So I weigh out my 62 grams of whey here. We'll mix it up, pour it on over the blueberry cream of rice, the blueberry whey, and then I'll post up a couple of the videos that we got today. We weren't great about remembering, so I think I got 1 leg press set. I can't remember if it was the top set or the middle set. There was 3 sets that we performed there. We got 1 Smith machine hip thrust set, which was the final set, the back off. Bless you. And babe, what else did we record? Did we get anything else? We didn't get the hamstring curl. We didn't get the adductor machine. We didn't get the toe press. I think we might have gotten a cable curl set. We got a preacher curl set, single arm Icarian preacher curl. We didn't get. Yeah. Oh, we did get Bulgarians. That's right. Yeah. So you missed the set of, or you missed the seated hamstring curl. We just did the Life Fitness hamstring curls there. And then, yeah, we did the adductor machine, the Icarian preacher curl. And we did the big 3 for the posterior leg day B, whatever you want to call it, which was the leg press on the Arsenal machine, a little bit wider stance, a little bit more adductor and hamstring glute involvement than on my quad focused leg day. But it still hammers the quads. Like, I'm still getting full tension in the sweep throughout the whole movement. I'm still pushing through the sweep, getting full range of motion, not stopping at the top, not even locking out at the top, just to keep more tension in my quads throughout that movement. And then Bulgarians, you know, obviously hammers the quads as well. I keep tension in the quad on that, as well as the glute, you know, a little bit of adductor in there. And then the Smith machine hip thrust for the glute. Finished off on the toe press, 4 sets, 60-second rest, 15 to 20 reps. Did some DC stretches for the hamstrings and the biceps, 5 working sets of biceps, and we did some partials as well as on those single arm Icarian preacher curls. Did like 3 partials where I'm failing here, so I just get about halfway up, back down, and just making sure to drag with the bicep, not pulling through the brachialis, not cheating in any way. This is what I got. It's kind of the consistency. What I'm going to do is just kind of layer this over the top. So this is 50 grams of protein here. It's got no fat, and 2 servings is 2 carbs. And then this cream of rice, I think, offers about 70 grams of carbs, maybe just under. Entirety of the meal might be 70 carbs, something like that. That's what we got. So, just out of the cup, it's good. Here's the paste. Blueberry donut, I think, might be my favorite protein flavor of all time. So there you go. Post-workout meal. I'm going to put a little bit of ground cinnamon on top. The organic Saigon ground cinnamon from Costco. Toss this on top of this bad boy. Put this down. And then in about 90 minutes, I'll start heating up my meal 5. 224 grams of chicken breast, 224 grams of sweet potato, 10 grams of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon pink salt, a little cinnamon. I got some more work to do, and I still have 15 minutes of walking, so do that later. But legs are hammered, biceps are hammered. It was a good pump, a lot of blood flow. Time to eat, hydrate, recover. May nap in between meal 5 and 6 tonight. We'll see. But I think that's probably it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is push day A. Yeah, push A. So incline hammer strength, dumbbell bench, pec deck, dumbbell shoulder press. So big one in the books tomorrow. 30-minute walk.
Same calories, so we'll run that same 3650 with 320 protein, 430 carbs, 60 grams of fat. Continue to push, progress in the gym. A little bit of strength progression today on the leg press and the hamstring curl, and form progression overall throughout. So keep on rocking, keep on growing. God bless you.